Hello everybody, Ken here. Welcome back to Magic Duels Origins. Diving back in to Liliana Vess's story. And it was a tough one last time. But we managed to defeat our brother Jesu the Cursed by the Raven Man. The kind of trauma of it ignited our Planeswalker spark and we found ourselves in a graveyard on a distant plane called Innistrad. We embraced the dark arts, the dark magic of necromancy in an effort to conquer death, which came so close to claiming us. We have a new power, this strong power. We were obviously a healer before, and now we've decided, you know, healing's not enough. Now we can bring things back, even from death. And we've encountered the home of a hermit witch. We think, hey, what a great time to test our abilities. This hermit witch got these sweet green shards. Okay, and it's our turn. Got any new cards? Oh, we got the altars. No, we had that last time. Ooh, Rise from the Grave. This is a fun one. Target creature from a graveyard on the battlefield. So the fun with this is we've seen cards that let us get stuff out of our graveyard, but this puts it straight back on the battlefield. And not only that, but it's from a graveyard. So you can just nick the opponent's stuff if they've got something good. Okay, well we can play. The important thing here is we've got 2 land, we've got 2 things we can play on 2 land, and we've got a removal spell and a draw spell. So if we can't play anything with our 2 land, if we don't get any more land, we can always draw. So this is a great hand to start with. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Look at this, we've got a lovely new portrait as well. The young, or the like slightly older, but still very youthful Liliana. She's changed out her white dress for a black one to show her new love of necromancy. Oh, this hermit witch is green. Gonna be a fun one. Right, okay, great. We can get out the old shambling ghoul. Kind of one of the heroes of last time. Just purely by having a lot of them, I guess. It wasn't a great card necessarily, but we had so many of them that it worked out in our favour. Which is good. That's very good. Getting some damage early on. Put the pressure on. That's what we want to do. Want to force the opponent down, beat them down, give them what for. Show this hermit witch who's boss. Sacrifice Dawn Shadow Elk, search your library for a basic land and play it. Wow, okay. The classic green ramp effects. Will they be enough to stop our black grave manipulation and discard effects? I mean, we can kill this thing now and it will stop the land from working. So I guess let's do that. Let's attack with both first, because either of these will kill it. Remember, this thing puts a -1/-1 counter on when it dies. If we, well, in fact, I was going to say we could also play. In fact, we can also play Altar's Reap, and we should do that first. It's a good idea to draw before you do anything else, just in case a card changes your mind. Not blocking, great. Right, well, in fact, if we do this, we have to sacrifice a creature, don't we? I'm kind of torn now. I think we should still draw the cards, even though it means trading our creatures out, because I think we benefit from having stuff in the graveyard anyway. We could even like steal this thing. We'll sacrifice this guy, I guess. Draw 2 cards. Maybe we'll find something that we want to play instead that we can then sacrifice next turn. We got the Cruel Revival. It's kind of nifty. Do you want to Bone Splinter this? I mean, this is wins against this, but the problem is that he can use this to the Hermit Witch, she can use this to ramp if we don't kill it now. But what do we have for next turn? We have 4 mana. We don't actually have a play next turn. So because of that, I'm not gonna do it. If we had a play, I would do the play. I would kill it, but we don't have anything we can play next turn guaranteed. And because of that, I don't want to just leave nothing on the board. I think that's probably the right play. Dark Thicket Wolf. Ooh, we can get pumped up. You can only do it once, but you can make it a 4/4? Yeah. We have to watch out for that. It costs 3 mana. Yeah, 3 mana. 2 and a green. So as long as there's 3 mana up, we'll have to be cautious we don't run into that. We could attack because he can't do it this turn anyway. So this is the thing, if we had traded, we'd now have no creatures on board for an entire turn. Which could be really bad for us in kind of the long haul. Okay, that's fine. I was kind of hoping he'd block, but kind of makes sense that he wouldn't. The creature does die for free, choosing not to pump his creature up, so we're probably going to see, or her creature up I suppose. The Festerhide Boar. Got Trample. Thankfully doesn't get Morbid, because nothing's died this turn. It's quite a scary, it's a potentially really scary card. 5/5 with Trample for 4 mana. It's really nice. I want one of those. Okay, well we got the Cruel Revival. Can we, if we rise from the grave this, I don't know if that counts as playing it, but it might still be worth doing anyway. Later on. So we'll Cruel Revival for now. We'll see, there might be an even better target. Actually the zombie, well no, the zombie wouldn't be any good because we don't have a way to play it. Basically. We can't pay a green mana, so we don't have a way to actually deal with it. I'm really torn on whether we should attack here or not. I think we should, because I don't like either of these guys. Like this guy's gonna die for this guy will just sacrifice himself, and this guy will pump up and kill our guy. So we don't really want to deal with either of them. Which is, I don't know, maybe that's not the right play, but we've always got the Bone Splinters for next turn, so we can just trade into one of these when he doesn't have the mana to activate its effect. Another Dawn Treader Elk. Scary. Well, the ramp's not a huge deal right now because there doesn't seem to be too much else. Ramp is less effective later in the game. Like it's still decent, but you know, there's already stuff out on board now, so. Okay, now do we want to get these Shambling Goblin out, and I guess we can play the Shambling Goblin and then kill this guy with it. Could be a good shout. And then we attack. Do we want to attack with our 2/3? Yeah, because we're going to kill this 2/2 anyway. No, actually I think we don't want to attack with it because I think we want to keep the blocker up. And then we want to use this. We want to kill this guy that pumps up. And I guess we can give this guy -1/-1. Doesn't matter too much, it's not going to kill it anyway. Only lasts till the end of turn, sadly. If it put a counter on, I mean we'd probably still do it on the same creature because there's no benefit either way. But okay, so now we can block one of these chaps. Hopefully no big pump spells coming in, but we'll see. Nope, good. That works out well for us. Didn't use the ability either, which is kind of weird. Oh, there we go, the Morbid, that's why. Now we need some removal. 5/5 with Trample. And another Dark Thicket Wolf. Outrageous. This is a tough fight. This is a real tough campaign, this Liliana one. Oh, the Nantuko Husk, that could be real good for us. Sadly, we don't have any more creatures to play with it. But we can use the Nantuko Husk to kill this guy. So that might be pretty useful for us. I guess if he attacks with everything, he might be able to kill us anyway, because I'm not quite sure how the blocking works on it, but we'll see. We'll try it out anyway. So he blocks this guy. We block this guy. We block this guy. confirm block, and then I don't think I can, because I think if I cancel this, then it counts as not. So I think I can only sacrifice one, which does stop. It does stop enough damage of this to make it not lethal. Okay, so that did actually. Okay, that's good. So that did actually block it and kill it. Deciding not to pump it up, which is interesting. Now we need removal, and we don't have it. So sadly, I think we'll have a quick look in the opponent's graveyard. But I don't think we can actually use any of these. I guess we can. Can we? We can pull the Nantucket Husk back out. But we're still in the same situation here, where we can't block all the damage. So we're still going to take at least 4. In fact, no, we're going to take at least 5. So sadly, that's the end already. Wow. Tough fights, tough fights. Liliana, you weren't ready to test yourself against the Hermit Witch, as it turns out. But we'll give it another shot. We'll give it another crack. Boom. It's a very kind of Gandalf-y, you shall not pass kind of pose. I don't know why we're picking on this Hermit Witch. I really don't paint Liliana in a great light here. Definitely don't like this hand. We got 1 creature, 2 spells that require us to destroy our own creatures to play. Okay, Shambling Ghoul, 2 Rise from the Graves. That's not much better, to be honest. God, this is terrible. You know what? I'm not standing for this. I'm not standing for your nonsense. I'm just going to go again. Because this is an AI campaign and I don't have to live by your rules, live by my own rules. I like this pink effect actually, it's quite nice. The pink flames of death versus the green flames of life, I guess. A Hermit Witch. Okay, this is great. We've got 2 things we can play, 3 things we can play. Sure, that works well enough. And also we can get them to discard some cards, which is probably good. I'd love a Nantucket Husk here to sacrifice these black cats to and empty the opponent's hand out. Oh, look at this, black cats for days. We'll get a black cat out first, because I think sacrificing cards is more potent when the opponent's got a lot in hand. Because you might sacrifice like the one thing that they need as a core part of their strategy. Another Dawn Treader Elk. Okay, we're not going to attack into that. It does trade with what we've got, but it also kind of dies for free. I'm going to play another black cat because we can double block with the black cats if we like. And we can, if we double block with the black cats, we're able to make them discard 2 cards. That'd be pretty nice. Okay, great. Here we go, here's our sweet black tech. Boom. And then we're like, oh, he sacrificed it. Okay, that's fine. Because he sacrificed it, we don't get to make him discard, but it does mean that he's also gotten rid of the Dawn Treader Elk. Some green ramp going on there, we'll have to be careful of that. Hopefully we draw a swamp here, I guess. Yeah. Probably for the best. Let's play another black cat. Why not? And we'll do, I guess, kind of the same thing again here. He'll probably also sacrifice it, or she'll probably sacrifice it again. We've fought a lot of dudes. This is why I keep saying he, but this is a... I think this Hermit Witch is a lady. It's tough to say. You know, hey, who knows how this Hermit Witch identifies. We'll block with all 3 of them, why not? Nope, destroying it again. I just want to make you discard some cards, damn it. Ooh, the Festahide Boar. It's alright, we've got Cruel Revival. Although Cruel Revival's not great, because we can't return a zombie. Oh, here we go, here we go. This is what we want. This is where Bone Splinters kind of excels, right? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Cancel. It's what I was always scared of. Clicking the wrong thing first. There we go. And you discard. And you discard. And you discard. Fantastic. We need more mana though, because we can't play any of these cards at the moment. We need some more swamps. Now, I guess we can attack with these. No real reason not to. Green doesn't have a ton of haste cat creatures. Certainly not in this deck anyway. Haste tends to be mostly a red thing. You have to sometimes have a blue, and even sometimes green they'll have flash, so they'll play a creature at the end of your turn that then can attack in their turn because the summoning sickness goes away when their turn starts. Oh, here's some big dangerous creatures. It's alright, we've got some good chump blockers in these black cats. We'll skip the attack. We'll take this slow. Take it nice and easy. Take it chill. Take those slow jams. Bop them like you're gonna. He can pump either. He can pump this guy up. He can't pump this guy up. So we could trade with this guy, or we could just chump block it. If we block with all three. I don't want to block with all three. But I will try and kill this thing. And then we'll chump block this guy. To empty out the opponent's hand. So they don't have much of a way to respond. Chose to deal the 3 damage to this instead of the black cat, which is probably sensible. But we did kill the... whatever that thing was. Can we... what's the best thing to... In fact, this is probably the best thing to do for now, I would say. Cool revival. Get rid of this. I'd say the shambling ghoul. There's not much in the opponent's hand now, so the black cats are less useful. Really, we got the best value out of the black cats that we could by playing them at the time. We're in a good position here. We've got the board control. The opponent is having to play into what we've got. The problem is we don't have much removal in our hand right now. But we can always use Rise from the Grave here. Maybe we will. I mean, why not? Let's see how it goes. Ooh, what's this? How did this get in there? This is incredible. Oh, this is one of the ones that got discarded. Oh, it could have been an 8/8. Well, it's not an 8/8, but it is a 4/4 with trample. And we'll have that. Look at it. It's gold. What a cool card. 5 and a green. There you go. That's quite a nice swing in our favour. I used to put the Rise from the Grave under the card so I'd remember that it was a black zombie, because otherwise there's no easy way to say. I like how they do it on this, where it's just like, it's just sort of stuck on the card. I'll have a look at it in a second. What's this fella? 2/4 with reach and morbid, but no, morbid didn't trigger, so that's good. See, worm, zombie. Just stick zombie on there. I wonder if has it gone gold because it's now black as well? Because I don't think it was gold in the graveyard. Okay. Well, this thing is fine. We can attack into this thing. And indeed we will. We'll just attack with this. Don't need to attack with our black cat. We can keep him as a chump blocker for later. Or when the board's empty. Not going to block any of our damage. That's fine. We don't mind that at all. Let's get these creatures out. Look at this. Pushing the board. Taking this poor hermit witch to task. Just turning up at her front door with a load of zombies. Oh, I love... Hey, what are you doing in my forest? I'm going to murder you. Why? Because I'm into necromancy now, and I like bringing people back from the dead, and you're not dead, so I'm going to kill you and then bring you back from the dead. I don't know. Right, okay, well, Let's give them the beans, I guess. I kind of attack with all of them, as much just as like a flooding effect, really. I'm just gonna keep this back as a blocker. There's no real reason not to. Interesting choosing to block one that doesn't. So nothing dies from that. I guess we'll get the Festerhide Boar. We can't activate the Dark Thicket Wolf, so we'll get this one. It's better than anything we've got in our deck right now. There you go, see, it's gone gold as well. Because gold is the indication of multicoloured cards usually. So, that's why. Because it's secretly green and black. Look at this, and we've got Vengeful Dead. Our favourite alternative thrash stoner band. Get him, zombie army. Get this poor Hermit Witch, give him what for? Murder her so that she may rise again. But under our control, of course, because now we're evil. Fantastic. We did it. Act of treason. 10 damage to it in a single duel during creatures he or she owns. Cheeky. With a creak of bones, the Hermit Witch's servant rises from the dead. Oh, so we killed a poor deer. Rises from the dead to serve a new master. You. Your command of necromantic magic is undeniable. This took about 10 seconds for her to go from I'm saving people from death to I can control the zombies. As you exult in your burgeoning power, you think it's perhaps time to return to Dominaria, seek out the Raven Man, and exact vengeance, which is a fair enough thing to do. This goddamn Raven Man. Your return to Dominaria is not as covert as you hoped, because you just you're like, hey, I'm just summoning zombies everywhere. Like, hey, what are you doing, Liliana? Why are you wearing black now? That's not what you always loved your white dresses. Like, yeah, but now I'm evil. The wind stirs and you hear the beat of wings. An angel descends in your path. Like you, she seems unwilling to alter your course. That's always awkward when someone's coming towards you and like you neither of you want to move. You're like, oh, I won't move. I always do this thing where I walk very determinedly. Like I move to the, one side of the path and I walk very determinedly, like I'm gonna stay on this side, but then they've also done that, and then you still end up getting into the situation of, oh, do I go left, do I go right? And then you move at the same time and it's awkward, and oh, that's the worst. Sorry about that, Archangel. Well, I guess, and you know what happens inevitably is you try and stumble past each other and then you fight to the death, because that's really the only resolution to that situation. We've got a Corrupt now. Damage to the number of swamps you control. Damage equal to the number of swamps to target creature or player, and you gain life. Okay, so this is kind of like the same as that Edict that we saw in the first match against Josu. If you saw that in the last episode. Still only one land. Rubbish. Okay, this is okay. We've got a new Butcher Ghoul. Undying. Oh, this is fun. So it's a 1/1, and when it dies, it comes back as a 2/2. Pretty good. And interestingly, I guess you could put the -1/-1 count. Oh, you can't because it's an opponent. I was going to say if you could remove the +1/+1 counter, then you could have it come back again. Now an interesting thing to note with counters is that if you put a +1/+1 counter and a -1/-1 counter, I believe they cancel out and you take them off. So it doesn't count as having both. Sometimes it will say like, oh, if a creature has a +1/+1 counter on, then it does this. If you put a -1/-1 counter on, it doesn't have both of them. It has neither of them. They sort of they cancel out and blow each other up. Uh-oh, here's a 2/2. That's okay because our 1/1 does trade with a 2/2, so that's fine. I guess we'll keep him as a blocker because, well, no, in fact we won't, because we can just we've got two options here. Either we play this guy and we can attack for 1, or we play this guy. I think we play the old Shambling Goblin. I just want to see, I don't know how you don't play a card when you picked it up. Like, there's no way. Like, once you've picked up a card, there's no way to put it back in your hand, which is terrifying. Like, I tried right-clicking, that didn't work. It doesn't seem to be a solution. And we can attack here because we've still got the guy to block this 2/2. I'm worried this Archangel's going to have a soldier deck, which would be weird. It'd be weird if they didn't have an angel deck. Although an angel deck is perhaps even more terrifying than a soldier deck if it's a good one. Oh, you can tap a creature. Oh, that's cheating. Oh, now you're going to be able to hit us in the face for 2. Boo. Boo. I don't approve of that one bit. Give us one of those 1 mana removal cards, the Bone Splinters. Nope, sadly not. Well, let's play the Carrion Crow. Let's get it out there. It's a flyer. Do you want to attack here? Or if they've got another one of these to keep swinging back at us? I think that's still probably okay. I mean, it would trade with this, not with this. Let's skip the attack. Let's hold back. Let's take control before we start bashing him. We don't need to bash him willy-nilly. Keeping control of the board worked for us last time. I think it'll work for us this time. Oh, we could block with both and kill both things. Sure. Okay. It's a little bit of a minor waste of mana, but I think it's worth it. Hello. Prevent damage that we dealt with this turn. Ugh. It's not renowned, thankfully. It's going to kill both of our guys, okay, but we can still be able to kill the other thing, at least. And I guess we put a counter on this, even though... Interesting to note, if we had enough -1/-1 counters, we could kill this thing. Ugh, the pacifism. Oh, this is such an annoying card. Can't attack or block. It just sits there looking silly. That's okay though, because we're black and we have the potential to sacrifice this creature, so it could still be useful for us down the line. Okay. What do you got for us, Archangels? Do you want to block with our 1/1 and have it come back as a 2/2? Sure, why not? Let's experience Undying firsthand. Dun 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 dun. 2 Cruel Revivals, but no mana, sadly. I think we should do this. I think this is like an opportunity for damage racing, because we've got 4 damage compared to the 2 on this side. Could be something big coming in here. Every chance. There's some real scary angels. Baneslayer Angel is 5 mana. I think it would be a bit surprising to see a Baneslayer Angel just come out of nowhere, given the quality of cards we've seen. Shepherd of the Lost is a solid card though. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance. That's a lot of abilities. And First Strike, remember, is going to mean that they kill our stuff for free, which is a little bit scary. A little bit spooky scary. But we'll play the Gravedigger. Get one of these goblins back. So now we can't really attack into this thing, which is a pain. So we're going to have to skip. We're going to have to end our turn. Thankfully, we just need a swamp and we can get rid of it. But because this is the thing, it's got vigilance. We can't block it because we could block it with this, but the thing would die for free. We can't attack back into it because it doesn't tap to block. Oh crikey, another one. What is this? I'll tell you what, this is an outrage. Shambling Ghoul. Another one. Like, that's good. We can start to sort of flood the board a bit, I guess, but that's still not ideal. Good old zombie deck. We're going to take 6 damage here. We just need a swamp. A swamp would let us stay in it for a little bit longer. Oh, another glory seeker. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm seeking it for you. Niblis of the Mist. A good name, Niblis. Just nibbling on us. Don't tap our gravedigger. That was unnecessary. Okay, we need to get rid of one of these 3/3s. That much is for sure. Boom. Okay. We can't attack here because we need to block. In fact, we're going to take 5 damage anyway. Unless we can convince him. Or in fact, we won't take 5 damage if he attacks with everything. If he just attacks with the flyers, though, we lose. I guess we'll see what they do. I'm interested to see mechanically if the opponent attacks with its flyer, with just its flyers. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 white human creature token. Okay, not a soldier though, which is good. Hey, it's a human. Human! There you go, see, look at that. Real smart, just attacking with the flyers. Nothing we can do. It's all over. Dun dun dun. Defeated? Outrageous. I'm not standing for this. Okay, I have no choice but to stand for this. Right, let's jump back in. We can definitely do this. I'm pretty confident. Look at this. She's like casting like a big fireball, like Street Fighter style. In fairness, this angel just approached us with a sword. I mean, I know we've been raising the dead, and that's probably like against the angels, because the angels want to take all the dead people up to heaven or wherever they're up to, or they want to protect the dead, the souls of the dead, and we're just like raising them up, messing around with them. Oi, Jeff, come out your grave and like tickle old Pete over there. Like, ah, Jeff, you're dead. Why are you tickling me? Ha ha ha. Oh, what a top ruse. Tickling people with their dead friends. That's Liliana at her best. Crikey, what a terrifying thought. That would be horrifying. Ugh. I'm not sure I could handle it. Well, I don't like being tickled at the best of times. Let alone by the resurrected corpses of my fallen brothers and sisters. Dun 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 dun. What have you got for us, angels? Emancipation Angel. Return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Okay, so 3/3 fly for 3, and they'll have to bop a land back to their hand. That works out well enough for us. We got the bone splinters, we can take this thing out. We don't have to stand for this. Oops. Did it again. Every time. I always think you should pay the cost before you choose the target. And I guess you can have -1/-1 as well before you die. Just to add insult to injury. I love the little, that's quite a nice effect. All the purple effects of Liliana. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. And there you go, see, that's quite good for us because the Emancipation Angel kind of was like, it's a tempo play rather than like a long game play because it slows you down. Like, it's not an efficient thing to do. I can do it again. We don't have a solution this time. We can always gravedigger one of these guys back to our hand. Shambling Ghoul. Let's play the gravedigger. Let's get that guy back in our hand. He might be useful anyway. And we're not going to attack into a 3/3 with a 2/3. That would just be foolish. We'd die for free. Thankfully, the opponent having to play the same land over and over has actually worked out quite well for us. Okay, we got the Rise from the Grave. We could get our own Emancipation Angel. That would be okay, but we've seen that there's better stuff in this deck. I think we want to take something a bit better than that, to be honest. I want to take something a bit better than that, to be honest. Okay, well, we've got another Gravedigger, so I think we can actually attack with these guys. Get 2 damage in. Even though they'll block 1, we can always pull it back to our hand next turn. So that's fine. Or not even, it doesn't have to be next turn, but we get 2 damage in. We're still maintaining board control. The Carrion Crow, that's got flying, so we could actually deal with this thing. Sure. And then we'll attack again. I'm going to force the issue here. Sure, you're going to block 1. Great. We've got a Gravedigger. We can get that guy right back. You think he's gone, but he's not. But wait, there's more Shambling Ghouls. Oh, finally an attack. That means there's probably going to be a blocker. I've noticed the AI tends to attack when they know that they have a blocker to play afterwards. Oh, the Shepherd of the Lost. These are those cards we saw earlier. This is actually one we'd love to get with Rise from the Grave. We'd have to kill it first, which could be a toughie. Altar's Reap. Sack a creature, draw 2 cards. Okay. I'm listening. Now, I smell a combo here. And my combo is thus. Go for it. Get in there. Do your business. Gonna block. Top tier. Okay. Sacrifice you for 2 cards. And you, my son, can have a -1/-1 counter. Oh, who's even now? 2/2. Oh wait, he's got first strike. Shit. I forgot about the first strike. Damn it. That was such a clever idea in my head. However, I still wanted to draw the cards, so I don't feel terrible about it, but that was pretty stupid in retrospect. I was so excited about that play. I was like, oh, this is incredible. I'm the smartest man alive. Didn't work. Didn't work at all. I'm a dummy. As it transpires, I'm a fool. Oh, look at this damage we're taking. We need some kind of removal to deal with these guys, so I'm going to hard removal. Another Shepherd of the Lost. If we remove one of them, then we can get one of our own. Then we'd be in a much better spot. We could get a 3/3 flyer, but I don't know, then it's just still a 3/3 flyer. I'm going to get this purely because it blocks flying creatures. Okay, we can try that combo again and not mess it up this time. Do you want to attack here? No, they both get killed for free. Crikey, this is terrifying. Like, if we don't have a kill spell this turn, then we have to Rise from the Grave, and in fact, even that wouldn't be enough to save us. Banish a Priest. Exile target creature an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Oh, come on. That's no fun. Stealing our ghoul. Stood on top of it. Oh, this is an outrage. This is an outrage. Alright, let's do it again. This is definitely the toughest campaign we've had. I think it's mainly just because the deck's not very good. Like, it relies on... I was like, oh hey, you can bring these guys back from the dead, and oh hey, you can steal the opponent's creatures. But really, all you can do is steal the opponent's creatures, because the guys your own guys you're bringing back from the dead are all pretty rubbish to start with. Like, they're okay, but the deck's not got enough synergy. Like, it needs more Nantuko husks and stuff. Here we go. Okay, we've got our Black Cat combo again. We've got Corrupt to finish the game off later. Let's keep this hand. Oh, I didn't play the... It's alright, we get a second chance. It's not quite like ending your turn. You get a second chance to play that card that I forgot to play. We got a turn 1 play, we got turn 2 play, and I guess a turn 3 play. Great stuff. We can force the opponent to discard a few early on. And then we'll have, the benefit to that is we'll have something to pull out if we get Rise from the Grave. Pull out some nice beefy angels. Always a good thing to do, I find. Fill your opponent with beefy angels. They're preferably their own beefy angels. The beauty of necromancy. Okay, a Glory Seeker. Very well, very well. I would actually block with the 2 black cats over the Shambling Goblin here, if he attacked. But I will attack with the Shambling Goblin. It's like an interesting concept. It's like if he blocks it with this, we trade them in, fine. Oh, he might have that stupid spell that prevents it from taking damage though. Although we still get the effect, which is maybe what I want more, the discard effect. There's better discard cards than Black Cat. Like Black Cat's cool if you want to combo it with Nantucket Husk or something. Oh, he's going to tap one of them. Damn it. Our combo is void. It's a bit of a disappointing turn, all told. We'll carry on with the same motto. We'll probably kill the flyer rather than the 2-2. Will we? Yeah, we will, because the flyer's more dangerous. If that was the option we had, I would have killed the flyer. Here it comes, flying in over our heads. For 2 damage. Bonk bonk. Nothing we can do about that, but never mind. I still believe. If you believe, they put a man on the moon. I guess it would have been better to go with Cher. Do you believe in life after love? I'll tell you what, old Liliana here believes in life after life, so she's got the ultimate bonus, I guess. We haven't got a zombie to return. It's a little bit disappointing. I don't really want to destroy a zombie when we don't have a zombie to return, and also this is an instant, so we can just play it in the opponent's turn. I wanted to attack that Glory Seeker directly, but it won't let me. Very insistently not blocking this thing. I'm not going to play the Shambling Ghoul because I think... Would I rather play the Cruel Revival? No, not really. Not against what's on the board. Like, there's not... Killing one of these isn't worth 5 mana right now. Not when there's Shepherds of the Lost coming up. And... Here we go. Let's get some of those cards out of your hand, Sunshine. Please don't... Okay, I was going to say please don't have any tech. Right, what do we get rid of? A Shepherd of the Lost, brilliant. And what is a Voice of the Priestess? Was it? I'll take a look at that. Cheeky peek. Voice of the Provinces. Oh, this is the one that makes a 1-1. Okay, that's kind of a good thing to get rid of. Great stuff. Played another one of these tappers. But that's fine because it's our turn now anyway. Got the Cruel Revival. We could get a Black Cat back. It might almost be worth doing here. Let's play the Vengeful Dead. Because next turn we can Cruel Revival for more. Let's attack with all. I mean, they can't block anyway, so let's get them in there and deal some damage. This thing could potentially kill 2 of these guys, but it relies on... There's no way for us to block it with what's on the board. Oh, here's the Banisher Priest, going to probably steal our Vengeful Dead if I could guess. Oh wow, no, he's not. Interesting. Now that might be something that's worth us removing with the Cruel Revival. Just because we don't have another way of dealing with it. Oh, the Nantucket husk. Fantastic. We can actually sacrifice this and get rid of one of the flyers. Magical. I'll attack with both these guys. Am I okay if this trades into the 2-2? Yeah, because we get our creature back. I think that's okay. Wait. Let me work this out. You're going to trade the 2-1. That's fine. And then I kill another 2-1 with the 1-1. In fact, no, I kill this 2-2 with the 1-1. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. As long as you don't do any other tricksy stuff. There we go. And we get our 2-3 back. Always nice. Righto. I mean, that did actually deal with a bit of stuff there. That was okay. I feel okay about that. Choosing to only attack with 1. Good to know. We can just destroy the other one. How much is this? This is 6 damage. I mean, we can destroy this when it blocks, if we want. So I guess we'll attack first. Because if they don't block... I think they will block because they've left a creature up, but if they don't block... Oh, we're so close to finishing it. So close. Sure, let's get rid of one of you. Because we only need one more swamp to win the game anyway. So let's get the Vengeful Dead back to our hand. Because that's another potential win condition. With this pinging the opponent for 1 life. I feel pretty confident. I think we're in a good spot. We've got good beefy direct damage. All we need is a swamp. And even if we can't use it, then we still have other solutions. Archangel. This is the Archangel. Flying Vigilance 5/5. Look at this. This costs 7 mana. They don't have... Baneslayer Angel is a card. I've got one of them. It's one of the most valuable... Probably the most valuable card I opened. It's a mythic rare, and it's like a... I think it's 3 and 2 white, so it's 5 mana. It's a 5/5 with Flying Vigilance... First Strike, Lifelink, Protection from Demons and Dragons. Like, compare it to that, it's hugely more powerful. This thing's a pain. We could actually kill it with the Corrupt. We've got 2 of them. Let's have a think. I mean, if we attack with all, then we win anyway, I think. Because he can only block 1. I'm presuming he'll block the husk because he can pump that one up. Then we corrupt you for 5. And there we go, we did it. Take that, Archangel. I'll teach you to walk in our way in the road. Just, you know, just pick a side and stick to it. Don't pick the side that I picked. Angels are nothing more than annoyance to you. Look at this, we've overwhelmed her. She's flying, she can just fly out of there. They're just zombies, just take off. It doesn't escape you, however. Their attention is a testament to the power you've accumulated. Look at that, Leona doesn't give a damn. Look at her, she's just like, whatever, angels. I'm off. Check out this sweet, this is a really good dress. I like this dress, it's purple and black, that's a good look. There's no more time for distractions. It's time for the Raven Man. Here he is, the Raven Man. And this is for next time, returning to the ruins of our family's manor. We're being watched by the shape of the man who tricked us into cursing our own brother. But that's going to do it for this episode, and this is going to be a 3-parter because apparently Liliana's campaign is way harder than the others. So thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to pop that like button, subscribe to the channel for more, Magic Duels Origins and other games as well, of course. I've been Ken. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!